Dragon Drop Podcast.
Happy birthday to Bill.
Let's go.
Episode 60 of the Dragon Drop Pod, but it's also Bill's birthday.
And Juneteenth. I get to celebrate with the slaves being emancipated.
They're called enslaved people.
That's right. The enslaved. I was thinking about it. My favorite human trafficker of all time is Harriet Tubman.
She was actually posthumously awarded, I think, the rank of colonel.
She was a military woman.
I think. Well, they gave her the rank after.
Yeah, she, the Underground Railroad. Why did they call it a railroad if there was no trains?
Because they were transporting people.
Isn't a railroad like assuming that there's a train?
It's not literal.
Roads
human
weren't as
train?
common, so you can't call it a freeway.
Yeah, there
Didn't
were no.
exist.
They
You
made
can't
those
call it
to
a highway.
made those in the 50s, right? To transport.
Yeah, I mean the
tanks.
removal of trains and railways really destroyed America. It used to be probably better when you could only walk to the nearest grocery store and that. Now we gotta take a dang car. They got rid of all the railways,
Yeah, I feel like as a
replace
kid,
them with roads.
I got stuck behind trains a lot more as a kid. You know.
Yeah, because they got rid of all the trains.
And now, whenever you see a train, it's in and out in 30 seconds. So they did.
Have you guys
they
ever
improved something.
rode a real train for like transportation over a long, like an Amtrak?
Never been on a train.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet. They had hot dogs. I had canker sores, and the mustard burned my canker sore on the train. That's what I remember.
How long was the delay, Dan?
Delay, what do you mean?
Those trains are always running behind.
Oh, I mean, it was the longest time ago. I couldn't even tell you. I went from the zoo to Chi-Town, and
Which is
I
like
submerged
a
from
2-hour
underground in Chi-Town. Yeah, which was like 4-hour ride. But I honestly
It's
prefer that method of transportation, though, because no stress of driving. You're chilling. You get to live your life more normally. When you're driving, you're like confined to a tighter space, and it feels like insanity. I feel like cars really ruin people. You got the cost, the stress, insurance if you get hit, all these things.
And you got problems with driving, man. You're always talking about how much you hate
What do you mean?
cars. Like everyone's a bad driver to you.
Well,
You said it takes one to know one.
well, yeah, because I got hit, a couple of times. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the thing about
Sweet.
phones is it's not only women that are bad drivers anymore; it's dudes on phones. Zing.
Bill, do you pronounce
I think-
the plural, singular, and plural woman the same?
Oh, the women, right? Women.
Isn't it weird though that we say women because it's not spelled with, the first two letters are the same. So why is
Woman.
the first syllable that's different?
Women. Woman. Women.
Right.
It's like fish and fishes. Do you know when
And
it's
fish.
fishes?
You only say fishes if it's multiple species of fish. If it's a
Right.
bunch of the same fish, it's just fish.
Yeah. Or if you're seeing the band.
Yeah, then you bring your helium tank, right?
Why is it fish with a PH?
Search engine optimization.
Oh. Did you know Amazon was originally Cadabra? And when Jeff Bezos called in to his lawyer to set up the business entity, he thought he said cadaver, and then maybe thought that was a bad business name because Cadabra could sound like cadaver, and Amazon is like way easier. And it used to just be books. You remember when it was a bookstore? It was legit a bookstore.
Really?
Amazon, yeah.
I just go on Biblio. I've never really got books off Amazon that much.
When I first started
OG
college, I used it.
bookstore.
Amazon?
That's like
Yeah.
what they were, was a bookstore.
Dang.
Where you got your textbooks. Dan, you ever have
I got them all
Alakazam?
online, illegally digital. Yeah, I mean that's what I was thinking in terms of the Pokemans. People aren't thinking about cadavers. Cadaver is pretty, but if it's a global company, maybe language barrier, lost in translation, cadaver. I could see that. Yeah.
Cadabra. It's like Amazon.
Abracadabra, Alakazam is the reference there. Bill, you don't really know Pokemon, right?
No, abracadabra. It's like magic.
Yeah, but in Pokemon, there's 3 Pokemon. There's first one's Abra, the second one's Kadabra, and then the third one is Alakazam.
That was stolen IP.
Yeah.
Abracadabra was
Yes.
before Pokemon.
Of course, like Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo.
Magicians need to request reparations from Pokemon for just discrimination.
I
It's
gotta
blatant.
rewatch The Prestige, man. What's his name?
Matt Damon.
Starman. Starman plays Tesla in it. David Bowie.
Like the car?
You're talking about stuff coming
Elon
before
is
stuff.
Starman.
You're like,
That's
okay,
how I'm tripping.
Tesla was a man before he was, a car company that Elon bought his share of.
And from what I understand about what Tesla was doing is the same type of energy production that's in the Great Pyramid. And the Great Pyramid was built way before the contemporary Egyptians, and all of the more contemporary pyramids they were trying to mimic what the Great Pyramid did. So the Great Pyramid was way before, and it was an energy production facility. We can't do it.
All right,
like you're trying to tell me that we just slid these rocks on sand? You got slaves?
They use tree logs to roll stuff.
No. I'm not buying it. This is way before. This is lost technology that we don't know how it was built.
I just told you.
Did you guys the Rogan, they had that Zahi guy on it. Did you guys try and watch that?
I only watched
I don't watch any Rogan.
Clip. Yeah, I only watch when a couple comedians are on.
He was like
too brain rotted, man.
He's like the official Egyptian spokesman about the pyramids. That's exactly what I'm saying, because they're trying to cover up that
classified. Yeah,
classified. It's a disinformation campaign ran by the Egyptian.
I think it's so weird that you could like Google how the pyramids were made, but people refuse to.
Well,
I'm talking about
Google lots of stuff.
Yeah,
you can Google Left 4 Dead characters, and it tells you all of them wrong.
That's AI, dude. AI just lies.
And still, the Google output.
If we. Like in 1860, if you Googled, there would probably be slave markets. It doesn't mean that just because you Google...
No, that would have been the dark web.
Not in 1860. That was Amazon. You could get them off Amazon back in 1860. So just because it's the common, the current agreed upon theory doesn't make it correct. And I'm siding on disinformation. It was an energy production facility that Tesla also was onto.
Tesla,
but big oil, they're trying to wrap it under because we need wars, and oil makes it so that we have wars. If we had infinite energy, no more holy war.
No new wars, man. No new wars.
Yeah.
I believe I read today that a decision will be made within 2 weeks, which means never. Whether or not we're gonna have a war.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of war, check out Ian's gut, dude.
Oh.
Oh.
What I'm
just
wondering.
A bad angle.
That's Nip right there.
That is he sitting in like one of those fat lady chairs that is in like the shower?
I think he's in a wheelchair.
Yeah, this doesn't look like a computer chair, man.
It's like a fat lady shower chair.
All right.
It's like Peach Fuzz, but it's like Peach Fuzz that never became man hair. It's like a little bit too long to be Peach Fuzz, like regular.
Stomach?
Yeah, it's like it's trying to become actual stomach hair, but it never really got there.
You got to shave it, and then it makes the hairs growing thicker. So,
did you shave your belly, Dan?
All over.
Were you a swimmer?
Slick like an otter. Yeah.
Like an otters have hair. What do you mean?
Yeah, but they glide through the water. It's as if I was as slick as an otter.
Okay.
But no hair.
All right.
Dude, I was.
Did you ever shave your arms when you're running? I think Bill has, but
running.
That's crazy shit.
I never full on shaved my arms because it would be. I think I might have trimmed my legs one time. Actually, I think I shaved like my upper part of my legs a couple times, and it's painful. Like it's legit painful. Like when it starts coming, like rubbing on your jeans.
Yep.
As a young person trying to navigate the world, you're like, what's it like? Shave my leg.
Yeah,
not
shave
the
my
whole
eyebrow
leg.
off. Yeah.
But yeah, learned that lesson, and I'm hairy.
It's that Frenchman.
Yeah. So I was thinking about platypuses and platypi. They're mammals, but they have eggs,
and they're poisonous.
and when they're poisonous, and they milk for their babies, but they don't have nipples. They just secrete like from their armpits. And when they go in the water, because they're pretty amphibious, they can't see or hear. So everything, they're not like good in the water, but they live in the water. And what else do I know about platypuses? They seem like a weird, experiment.
Okay, so the milk pulls up in the abdomen.
They're chimeras.
Oof.
Part bird, part mammal, part beaver.
And then they're part duck too. Look at, they got a bill, part duck.
They have teeth too.
I think
their bills. I guess the ducks do that shit too.
Or is it that they don't have teeth? I can't remember what it was.
Why would they have teeth, dude?
I think there's something
to attack.
Weird. It looks so weird.
Yeah, the tech tree on this thing. If you tech to platypus, there's no like other branches. You're stuck in platypus if you tech that way.
Yeah.
Like if you tech primate, you got options. You could go, gorilla, and that's more docile, or you can go chimpanzee, and you're gonna eat people's nuts off.
Are there other kinds of platypus, or is it just like the one?
Yeah, we need to see the phenology, or what's it called?
They only live in
tree.
Eastern Australia.
Okay, pull up. Okay, the phylum. Yeah, go up a little bit. So we've got the domain, the genus.
Okay, no, phylum's too high up. Okay.
Yeah, we need maybe family. Let's see what's in the family.
I can't say that. Maybe this one. Okay, they're related to porcupines.
It's a hedgehog.
That's an echidna. Not a hedgehog. It's an echidna.
A hedgehog?
This is an echidna.
Mammals that lay eggs.
That's a thing, huh? Australia's got some weird animals, man. They all have all those animals with the pouches. A lot of pouches.
What are those called?
Dan?
Yeah, Dan.
Dan?
Kangaroos? I don't know.
No, yeah,
marsupials.
They're like a type. Marsupial, yeah.
Oh.
Kangaroos?
I was like, why is that hard? Yeah.
This is a short-beaked echidna, though, right there, just like Knuckles. Sonic and Knuckles. That's their egg. That's weird. They got eggs. Okay.
I'm in my current my goose era, when I go running and I see geese and they're on the Riverwalk and I'm coming. I do warning shots. I'm yelling.
Fishing poles, man. You just kind of run at them with them.
I got nothing but my headphones in. I got I'm ready. And I yell at them about 30 yards out. I'm like, get up and out. You better get going. And they do. They don't, but I'm ready to go. Like if they really want to test me, if they stake their claim, dude, I'm ready. Like I thought about this. Like how many can you take? I got 4 or 5. Like, but if I get swarmed by 20, I think I'm done. I'm on the ground.
You're gonna be killed by the geese.
What are they gonna do to you?
They don't even have talons. And they go up and down and they hiss.
They try to bite you. I guess they could scratch you with their shitty claws and you get poisoned.
Yeah, they got like nothing. So like I'm begging for the day that I get, because this is what you do. I think we talked about
self-defense.
You grab them by the head. You get them by the head, and then you have nunchucks, and then you got 2 that and you're basically, once you get them a good swing and you whip them, they're done for on the one. So you got two dead geese that you got as weapons, and if they know better, they're not coming. But if they do come, you got 2 geese, and then you could grab another one.
Hit the geese with the geese.
Yeah, manhandle the head of like that goose is a perfect handle. That head. They're just trying to test me, and I'm. Okay, here's the thing about geese is they were a protected class of animal, like they're like an endangered species, or they're migratory, and they're
that's because the DDT
until recently
their eggs were soft because the pesticides, just like eagles.
And it's like they're migratory and they're from another country and they're protected, but they've recently laxed that stuff to where you can get permits for like nest destruction and stuff like that. So I'm leaning into maybe becoming a goose
exterminator.
Yeah, there's proactive measures and reactive measures.
I told you you were like God, you're fucking Dale from King of the Hill. You haven't seen? Have you seen King of the Hill?
No.
Dale is like the friend of Hank, who is an exterminator, who is a conspiracy theorist, has his own business. His wife's cheating on him with John Redcorn. Has an illegitimate kid.
Oh no, I don't like that part.
Oh man, you don't know Dale Gribble though, huh? Dale.
No, I think I've seen him. He's the one with the hat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Man. But if you start an exterminator business, dude, that's gonna complete it.
Your business has got to be pretty fucking sweet, though. You just set out some boxes, a little spray, and you're gone.
What do you do with
quick,
them?
easy
you gotta
job.
dispose of them, though. What do you do with the body?
Carcass?
Well, yeah, after it's dead, you gotta get rid of the body as an exterminator.
Food.
You got your side job.
You're not eating groundhogs.
Taxidermist.
Who wants like a raccoon?
The half completely decomposed taxidermist specialty.
Like realistically, you're going up in people's attics to shoot baby raccoons.
Yeah, I've eaten goose and groundhog.
Why?
It was out of a Ziploc baggie from a legit redneck that like killed it. It might have been roadkill.
Jerkied it.
He jerkied it, and the goose was mush, and I think the groundhog like gave me really bad farts, and like teriyaki groundhog,
Probably
out of a Ziploc.
It's probably like really fucking old.
Not meant to be.
Air cures it and then jerkies it, so it's like 4 weeks old.
And dude, he had one of those, weed pipes that are like, it's metal with the little cap on it. That's like old dad shit. I don't know if you guys ever, had one of those. They don't really have them anymore. It's metal with a cap on top. It looks like a crack pipe, but I swear they just put bud in it. He had one of those too. So the groundhog Ziploc jerky man with the weird weed pipe.
That's a rap lyric, dude.
He's out there. I saw him the other day, actually. I was riding through the intersection, and he cut in front of me. He wanted to make it before I crossed. And he's like pushing 80, and I'm like, he's asking for it. That's all I'm saying.
You're talking about age or speed when he's cutting you off?
Oh, age. Yeah, he's like old groundhog jerky man with the weird weed pipe.
Hey, Dan, what do you got there, man? An icy?
Yep, I'm trying to get 200 points to get a pull string backpack, icy backpack.
Let's go.
It's got to be worth $6.
It's icy rewards.
Only 4 of those puppies get you a pull string?
So the thing is, it's like use your loyalty points.
Well, where's
but then
it
you
from?
go on the website, and there's literally only one thing. Oh, it's 300 points. I gotta link it.
What gas station is that from?
Oh, I don't know the name of it, but
what do you mean, man?
Right by me.
It's not a Speedway, is it?
No.
Speedway's got the big gulps now. But anyways, Lucy's got the Panera Sip Club membership. Okay, it's like $14 a month, but the first month's free, and you can get a drink from Panera every single day, and they're $5 drinks. So we've gotten like 10 of them, which is $50.
What kind of drinks? Just like
they got these weird
drink?
teas. You can get some ice ones, but it's a bunch of teas. You can get them mixed, but this isn't that. I just used the cup. This is one of those carbonated icy things.
Like it's not a barista's mixing your drink. You're just going up there and filling whatever you want.
No, you go to the drive-through. They just hand you a drink, man.
Oh shit.
Panera's expensive. You guys ever try and go on a date there? It's like $60.
The you pick two is like $18 a person now or something.
You get half a sandwich and half.
It's a pretty big half.
You're still hungry.
It's a pretty big. You don't have to get the apple.
I thought you did.
What?
You guys like the soup and a bread bowl?
I don't think I've ever
broccoli
tried
cheddar.
it. Yes, dude. Broccoli cheddar is the best one, man.
Soup and a bread bowl.
Soup and a bread bowl and a turkey Asiago club sandwich. Pretty good.
Panera pilled.
Yeah, Panera's a ripoff, dude. But my brother worked there for a while, so he would always bring the bread places.
Yeah, I had roommates that worked at Pangera, and they always brought back food, so it was kind of nice.
But if you're looking to get drinks, man, Sip Club.
Yeah, well, I do want to caution against the Sip Club because when I worked at McDonald's, they had the sweet tea that we mixed
See,
up.
that's McDonald's, man.
No,
Panera at least tries a little bit. That's why they charge
I've
so much.
seen. Well, I mean, the branding makes it look like they try, but I've seen the
Right.
people working there, and I'll tell you what I did. One time, I stirred the sweet tea with my arm, so I put my whole arm in the bin and stirred it. And then there was another time where this is actually funny. Not funny for the people who ordered sweet tea, but
This is
I'm
20 years ago now.
yeah, I'm in back cash where they take the orders, and I was doing a double bounce of pennies off the wall, go tink tink, and then into the tea, like because it was sitting back there brewing, and I went tink tink, and then like 4 or 5 hours later, somebody hits me on the head, so they're like, "Who put pennies in the tea?" And they knew it was me because I'm always out there,
Oh my
getting it
God,
done, but. Yeah, just bounce off the wall, the double bounce right in, and then just serve the tea.
Dude, when I worked at Subway, like they had those fuse teas, and I don't remember ever seeing someone refill one of them. Okay, so you're probably drinking just thick mold.
It's legit mold in that shit, and
So
like
it's a hefty brew.
Like ice
these
machines?
these ones are coming out of fountain machines, I think.
well, if you have bad managers that don't like do maintenance on the ice machines, that whole thing is just it's a moldy ice machine. So there's a lot of stuff about eating out that's pretty sketchy. The people that work at something like that, they probably don't like it anyway. So they're kind of like sus. And then just the whole thing, if you really think about it, it's kind of messed up. Eating out.
Yeah, I think the people want everyone wearing gloves that's preparing their food, but if everyone just has a better cleanliness routine and washes their hands, no gloves is better.
No, dude, like
Because
okay,
with gloves,
listen.
you're cross-contaminating. You can't even tell you got shit on your hands.
True.
No, dude, I keep
Because
getting
working
these.
food service, that was my experience.
That's wrong.
Kept
dude.
getting a bunch of shit everywhere. 'Cause
It's
I
like
had
washing your
gloves on.
chicken, right?
Don't fucking wash your chicken. God damn. Anyways,
Well, that's why you don't. That's why you don't.
yeah, you get salmonella everywhere. I keep getting these YouTube shorts of people working at McDonald's, like first person view, and sometimes they don't have any gloves on, and like they're just touching all the stuff, man, and then they're touching the patties directly. I don't care if they wash their hands; they didn't wash every single surface.
I mean, high volume restaurants like that, maybe gloves is more efficient, but more upscale restaurants.
yeah, is that
probably-
crazy? Like if you're
don't
at
be
like a
wearing
nice,
fucking gloves, damn it.
if you're at a nice restaurant, the guy's making your salad with bare hands.
Doesn't bother me.
Well, you do it enough, you're immune to everything.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I've seen it all. My own practice at home. Hey, what are you gonna do? They're going through food and they're labeling food more efficiently than I am. Shit.
Right. What do
Eating
we got?
old shit.
Ian's always got ideas to share.
Oh, here we go.
Ian wanted to know what he needs to buy for his new apartment. What does he need to buy?
Go to the dollar store.
What are his needs?
Toilet paper.
I mean, if he's moving, he's already got shit. So,
Toilet paper, huh?
like, what else do you need?
Yeah, you're gonna have to buy
Specifically for an apartment, you probably need trash cans. You're probably not taking
You need
trash
a trash
cans with you.
You get some 13 gallon trash bags and maybe a couple
Scrub
5
daddy.
gallons. Get a scrub
Scrub
daddy.
daddy.
You
Get a scrub
got to
mama.
actually be in the place before you buy any furniture, because you got to feel the whole vibe of the environment.
True.
You need to get
See how it makes you feel.
Wicker vibe.
Yeah.
That is wicked.
Just have one
Old
wicker
people
chair
shit.
in front of a TV.
My
all you
grandma
need.
had that. No, you got to get yourself a little pack of Cascade Platinum for your dishwasher, because I'm sure you never bought that in your life. You know,
Or do the sauce.
you need to have dishes. You know,
Well, those are like consumable. Yeah, dishes, silverware.
this is stuff he's not going to have. You get your own Gordon Ramsay set of plates, cups.
Pots and pans and shit.
Yep. Go hit up JCPenney.
Windex.
Windex. Yeah.
For the
I guess.
mirror, because
Yeah.
when you floss your teeth and you hit a hunk right into the mirror,
It's
that
a-
builds up. And I lived with people. You guys know, you don't clean your bathroom for 2 years, your toilet gets black.
No, yeah, I don't think that. I remember their house was very dirty.
Who's?
Zemeckis.
Oh yeah. So yeah, things to clean the bathroom and the kitchen. Good idea. I was definitely part of some of the dirt, and then I got a
Well, it's a
lady
bunch of
who cleaned
bros.
everything.
Bunch of bros.
Yeah,
living
but
together.
like at the end of the thing, like that you never clean your toilet in 2 years and it's black, and then you're cool with that. I mean, hindsight's 2020, right? I'm old now, so it's
You got to
like
get some bleach, put it in there every like week or two, and it kind of kills everything off.
toilet scrubber.
Yeah.
Toilet scrubber.
Plunger. Don't forget your plunger, Ian, with your bad shits.
Oh yeah.
Good plunger.
If you're shitting so much that it clogs, do it's called Swiss Chris. It's an herb. My brother had he would come to my house and he would clog the toilet every time, and he'd come upstairs and be like, "Where's the plunger?" I'm like, "Damn it!" Every
What the
time you
fuck?
come to my house, and then he plunges, and it's not like the plunger's clean now, and I gotta like supervise because he's gonna put the plunger with shit on it somewhere, and so Swiss
It's not
Chris
like a
saved his
toilet
life.
paper misuse. It's
Big
Literally shit.
If you got
like,
a long,
constipated.
long turd, man.
Jesus Christ,
Dude, he's got this story where he was at my mom's house, and my mom lives across the country, and it's not like we see her very often, so it's like he's there as a guest and has this condition. This was before the Swiss Chris, and he clogged it, and then it was like at 9 o'clock when everyone was kind of in bed, and he clogs the toilet, and he's in there plunging for probably 20 minutes, and then my mom's husband comes out. He's like, "Tyler, did you need some help?" And he's like, "Yeah." And then Steve plunges the toilet for 20 minutes, and it
Damn.
still doesn't unclog. And then they get a snake, and they're snaking the toilet for like 20 minutes, and then it finally goes down. Like it was an hour-long bonding moment of Steve and Tyler
You
getting the shit going.
You gotta know your stepdad.
Right. And so that was great for them. The
My stepdad taught me how to replace the toilet lid after his fat ass cracked it. So
he showed you. He's
yeah,
like, "All right."
Yeah. Well, he's like, "Oh,
Let me
this is
show
a
ya."
learning opportunity." So he bought 2 lids. So we replaced ours as well, as if it wasn't really because he cracked his. Yeah. But,
That's a funny task because
so
it's
now I know
not
how to
like
do
that
it.
difficult. It's like so intuitive to replace a toilet lid that's funny that he's like, "I gotta show you this."
Something.
It's 2 screws. Like it's maybe it's not intuitive and I'm just taking it for granted, but it seems obvious how you do it. Like, where does it connect at? How does it connect?
There's a couple of kinds, man. There's some ones that just pop on versus the ones that are screwed on.
Yeah, see mine, I got a bidet attached too, so there's a little complexity there. I got bidet, you gotta mount it in with the toilet seat. Dude, I bidet today, dude. Bidetting all the time. There's a little squirt a few times a day. It's nice.
All right, man.
Anyway.
other things for Ian. Curtains, rods for the curtains.
Well, it's an apartment. It probably already has some sort of curtains.
Oh, you're just gonna be sleeping with the shitty curtains that let all the light in. Cool. You need lamps probably with different light. Their lighting's usually not good enough. Shower curtains.
Stuff for the
a
fridge,
different
right?
shower head probably.
Gotta get yourself a TV, man. Get a nice, get a nice 28-incher for $100. Yeah.
TVs are cheaper now. That's crazy.
Well, I mean, that's basically a monitor.
I think I got a TV. It's like 60-inch for 300 or something.
Damn.
But that's the last TV I'll buy.
I haven't got one in 5 years, and the one before that was 2014.
They're so thin now. It's like the old ones. They got old enough. It's like it still works, but you want to replace it because that thing's a bitch. Takes up too much room. It's heavy as shit if you ever had to move it.
The only thing the new ones do is have the higher refresh rate. I don't even want that.
Yeah, it makes shit look terrible.
Soap opera.
Certain movies. Yeah.
It makes everything soap opera because it makes the frame rate double.
Why did soap operas always have the gain up so high so you could hear the crinkle of clothing and shit? What was that about?
It's bad production value, man. They're shooting
Is that really it?
They're shooting every
it
single
seemed pretty
day.
consistent.
But you gotta think, like, most TV shows, they'll shoot a scene at a time, and they'll shoot one 40-minute episode. Takes about a week and a half. Soap operas, they shoot the half hour or the hour episode. Each scene is one take. It's basically
No
recording a play.
post-production. Yeah. Huh.
I mean,
It's like ASMR.
Oh.
ASMR
Yeah.
clothes folding.
I was just watching some
Crinkle.
ASMR
Rustle the sheets.
shoe shining.
Ooh.
Just getting your shoe. It's just all you see is the feet and the cleaning of the feet, and it's just these. I think they make
See why you like that.
they make the shoes extra dirty. Let's see here.
Right. Yeah.
Like Nikes.
Angelo shoe
It's
shine.
not just audio.
No,
It's the
literally
visual
this.
aspect.
This is it.
A little sword.
Yeah, he uses knives and stuff on them. But look how dirty these shoes are. It's got to be fake, right?
What's funny is like you
Yeah,
could
look
just
how
take your
red the other
shoes
parts
off.
are.
But as part of the experience is that it's on your feet while he does it. Is that part of the fun? Like,
think
'cause
so.
you don't need
Yeah,
to
it's
have him
normal.
on.
Well, then they'd steal them and they'd run off, and then what are you gonna do without any shoes? You know?
It's probably more comfortable, instead of having to just scrub them while holding them.
And it's like, I'm better than you. Take care of my feet. I'm gonna
Yeah.
look down on you while you're below me.
Yep. I think that's what it is.
That aspect, yeah.
All right, what else?
It's a power position.
And you
Yeah.
got to get some towels, dude.
I like the goose extermination idea, or like the goose remediation, better than shoe cleaning.
Oh, it's like a job.
Well, just as a lifestyle.
Well, I mean, nobody wants to be a shoe shine.
It's like worse than a paper boy, dude.
That's not even a thing anymore, man. You can still be a
Yeah.
shoe. Well, no one's wearing fancy shoes that need to be shined anymore.
Yeah.
No one wants to be a mailman.
You can't get your shitty ass Yeezys shined. What are you drinking there, Bill?
Dirty.
It's a dirty martini.
Those are olives, huh? Wow.
Yep. Got some olives.
It's, just like James Bond.
Could be, but this one was, I would say,
Stirred.
swished.
Was it shaken or
Swished?
stirred?
Mm.
Yeah,
Or
I think I just
swished.
did a little swish. Yeah, so
Oh.
not neither.
Well,
Isn't that just a James Bond thing?
Yeah, James Bond prefers them shaken, not stirred.
Shaken's nice.
He says it in most of the movies.
Yeah.
Okay, so some scientists have discovered a third state of life between life and death.
Whoa.
This is your favorite thing, right, Bill?
I like this. Yeah, where is this going?
I don't know, dude. I didn't. Dan, did you even read the article, Dan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me skim now here.
This is reported in Popular Mechanics.
Read the quote there in the middle. I think
I'm
that'll
looking
give
at
us
cat.
what we need to know.
Taken together, these findings demonstrate the inherent plasticity of cellular systems and challenge the idea that cells and organisms can evolve in only predetermined ways. Researchers wrote, Popular Mechanics reported. Third state suggests that organismal death may play a significant role in how life transforms over time.
This tells me nothing.
Yeah, I don't know. What's the third state?
Xenobots.
This article's a joke.
Skin cells from deceased frog embryos reorganized into new multicellular organisms called xenobots.
Oh.
This just sounds fake.
Speaking of Xena, my dad posted that Xena died on Facebook today. And it wasn't Xena, it was some random side character, okay? And he posted it like Lucy Lawless died, and I thought she was dead.
What are you talking about Xena? What?
My dad always posts obituaries on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And the way he posted it,
Xena?
like Xena, Warrior Princess,
Oh.
the offshoot of Hercules, created by Sam Raimi,
Yeah,
the guy that
that was
made
the
the
first.
Spider-Man movies.
Mm.
Sam Raimi. And Evil
You know,
Dead.
I think. Anyway, yeah, I was thinking
Hey.
about the morgue and how I think that we need new laws that mandate that morgues are CCTV 24/7 and so that people can't get away with the stuff that I'm sure they're getting away with.
you want the
in those
government to
places.
regulate a little more.
Well, not necessarily the government,
No.
but the
Who
people.
el-
because
Government.
Who else could enforce that, Bill?
do you have human rights when you die, or
I don't
the
think
things
so.
that so like the things that they do to your body, like
Who's got the rights?
Because you know those people. There's a 15%. Does that sound unrealistic? That are doing some unsavory acts.
This is specifically why they prefer having female morticians.
That makes sense. Yeah, I think men are a liability.
Well, with rigor
Especially,
mortis, I mean,
does that make it
yeah.
better or worse?
I'm just saying females aren't out of the story there.
Jesus.
Oh, good call.
They need to have body cams on them.
Body
They need to have
cams.
body cams on the cooks, the mechanics, the morgue workers.
Everyone.
Everybody should have body.
Let's hold people responsible for doing their job right. If
Yeah,
they're doing
no.
their job right, it shouldn't be a big deal. You got safety glasses. Trying the safety glasses. I mean,
I just heard a thing on NPR that like some Detroit area prisons, the guards have body cams, and they keep recording the women, like while they're changing and shit. So that seems like a problem. It doesn't happen to the men.
so they can get the footage of their own body cam. That seems like it shouldn't work that way at all.
Well, it's going somewhere.
Or like the higher ups are like, "Yo, go."
I feel like
there.
prisons aren't really like people don't watch them that closely. You know, they're like little cities, little ecosystems. You know, the warden's the mayor. So, maybe
Yeah,
body cams all the
about
time is not
prisons.
good.
Does everyone get time with the warden? Like, they can voice their concerns, and he listens really intently and addresses their concerns.
I don't think so, man.
You have to wear your body cam on at all times. So then when you go to the bathroom,
No, not the inmate,
Damn.
not the inmate, the guard has it on.
I know. I'm just saying, as the guard, you go to the bathroom with your body cam on. Can't turn it
They hear
off.
it.
Eh?
It's always on standby mode.
Hear me taking a squirt. Yeah.
Ooh,
So-
not a job for me. That's a job for a robot, honestly.
Oh
Send the robots in.
We need unfeeling robots in prisons.
Makes sense to me. I mean, you have rules. These are the rules. People are not going outside of the rules because the robots. I mean, the grip that a robot has is not like somebody who has fibromyalgia that's like at the end of their career as a career guy or as a a guard. So I think that's a perfect spot for robots.
That
And
can
cooks.
flip shit. The human aspect is vital, I'd argue, because with the robots, it's more of an excuse to revolt. Humans versus robots. I mean, there's already movies of that shit going on. You got, I mean, I guess the criminals, they don't really care about human lives, probably, but still, it's easier. I could see it being easier for them to revolt against robots and,
The prisoners.
yeah,
Well,
rage against the machine,
Dude, they're literally 9mm like udders on the front of the robot. So it's like they're not
What?
messing with the robots.
So you got a RoboCop.
Well, they're armed just like the I think they do a better job at being a guard than a human. In not too, like 100 years, 100% they will enforce the rules better than a human because it's like there's gray area with humans and let this guy do something and let the all the corruption that happens in the prisons. We got these robots.
What if a robot like misinterprets a joke and just kills the inmate?
Inmate's fault. You don't joke with the robots. You are here to serve your
robots
sentence.
got
You're not
more
here to
rights
joke.
than the human at this point. Then
There's no jokes in prison, dude. This is here. You are here to repent your sentence. I'm just.
I wouldn't imagine
talking-
the robots even need verbal or audio cues at all to do their job. It's this time they're going out. We monitor this area, defend this zone, whatever.
this
Make
zone.
sure. Yeah,
let's treat everyone maybe maximum security, sure. But then you
I'd
can,
like to
trick
think in the
robots.
future. Yeah, but I'd like to think in the future there are no criminals. That's probably what's going to happen.
Well, once they got that
There's
universal
we're
basic
in a
income.
criminal. Yep. Well, that's what I'm saying. They're going towards something like that. Criminalist society.
No, this makes sense because if you think about really the Earth is one organism, and in the current state of humanity, we act as individuals, but we all are one organism. So we act against ourselves when we commit crimes.
We are the Borg.
So when the AI and everything kind of ascends, it will all work as one organism, and there will be no crime
So
because they all work in
we'll live in a
harmony.
communist utopia, is what you're saying.
Well, the humans will basically go away, and it'll be robots only.
A robot
And
communist utopia.
Right. It
Oh,
all
yeah.
it all serves the same
Commune.
purpose. It's like China. China's trying with humans, but it just doesn't work because
They keep killing themselves. Yeah.
you have human drive. So like sex makes you do things that robots won't be inclined to do. So like sex drives people to lots of crimes. It's not just like
Now,
sexual
you haven't
crimes,
seen Blade Runner
but
2049,
work.
right? Because the replicants still are having sex.
This movie would have answered a lot of the questions.
Bill, you got to
had
watch
in
Blade
life.
Runner, man.
all right.
You have these weird questions
the
because
new
you haven't
one.
seen these like really, really common movies.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, speaking of movies, 28 Years Later is coming out tomorrow or today when this pod's coming out. I'm going to see it. I got my tickets at the Phoenix theaters, dude. They're only 10, 10
What's
bucks.
your seat
92%?
position?
Listen, it debuted with 35 reviews at 100%, so it's actually gone down a little bit to 92%. So this means it's
So
going to
this
be
is legit,
It's
dude.
going to be good. Yeah, it's Danny Boyle, dude.
I don't know. He's got boils on his face. Who is this?
He made the original one, but he also made Slumdog Millionaire.
Oh, love that movie. I fly like papers get high.
Oh,
like
seen you've actually seen Slumdog?
I know that one really. I know that one really good. That's a really good one.
Oh my god, that's crazy. The movies you've seen, dude. Just random.
Indian culture. It's part of my passion.
But they're making 3 of these. There's 28 Years Later is going to be a
Oh.
trilogy, and they said that Cillian Murphy's going to be back for the second and third one. So,
Not this one.
I'm sure he appears at the end. He's the main character.
What are they
in the
going to
original.
name it though? That's what
they've
I'm
they've got some special names already, I think. Let's see.
280 years later. I mean,
No,
what
they're still
what do we got?
28.
I mean, we're
They're still 28 years later. It's like all in the
seconds later.
it's it's
28 fortnights later.
Ooh, good one.
Fortnights. Fortnite. The second one's gonna be called the Bone Temple, and the third one's unnamed.
I can see a spin-off of the Bone Temple, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah, that's
like
hype
an-
though. That might be one of the movies I see in theater. Fucking finally.
Honestly, true.
That's crazy.
That sounds
though.
sick.
Comes out tomorrow. So,
What seat are you gonna get? You going front row?
I got the best seat, man, right
All
in
the
the
way in
middle.
the back?
No. See, you're gonna be eye level directly in the center.
Your middle.
Middle. Yes, the best seat.
Damn. Do you get like the whole like bed that you lay in seat?
All
Or...
every movie theater in Grand Rapids has the recliners. Like all of them do.
Holy
You still got
shit.
shitty theaters with no recliners? Where?
I own you.
Well, in the zoo.
Yeah,
mean,
dude.
Kalamazoo.
Does
there's
KZoo
a
not-
really cheap one.
KZoo not have a good celebration?
But now I'm next to an Amagan theater, so I'll check that out.
Never heard of that, dude. I grew up with an AMC.
Yeah, we had AMC's by me too.
They shut that AMC down, dude. The theater I saw at Star Wars: A New Hope at is gone. I used to also
COVID
go
took
to
it away.
the Lansing Mall 6, dude. The tickets were $4. Used to just take my brother to see movies. That's gone. It's
Or
a,
it's just free.
it's,
if
it's a
you know
used
what
car
you
dealership now that sells minivans.
No, that's been gone, dude. It turned into a black-owned like
What?
production studio.
Across
It
from
was
the
a
Regal?
black-owned. Yeah, it was a black-owned like production studio for
Is it
comedy or
Still
whatever
that
the
or
hell.
not?
No, it went out of business.
What is it now?
Nothing.
It's got to be something, dude.
I think it's
Money
nothing again.
laundering.
It's vacant again.
It was money laundering.
I want to find it, but you guys just keep talking here.
What time are you going to the theater?
What am I trying to get you fucking assassinated, dude? All of our viewers.
I'm just. I mean, I guess I
I'm going
didn't
at
realize you named
7.
the theater. I didn't know because Lidge is the movie guy. He knows the best times to go. I'm trying to pick up these little bits of information for my own benefit. But
Where the heck
7
is it?
o'clock a.m.
Right there.
That's crazy, dude. Early morning. They're open that early.
No, 7. Yeah,
Oh,
7
shit.
a.m. Oh, isn't that sad, dude?
Dude, now you
Yeah.
can go in there and check it out.
That's the Lansing
There's
Mall
nothing in
6, dude. There's pictures from
Imagine the people that
2023.
live in there without
people that live in
the
the
property owners knowing.
Okay.
That'd be a sick house. If you just move in.
Yeah.
Can't move
Like,
it.
could you imagine your TV? Your TV's
What's the theater thing to get there? You sneaking in, or are you like actually indulging
No, the
the
Grand
conveniences
Rapids,
of the theater?
Grand Rapids has like 3 or 4 celebrations. It has an AMC and has a Phoenix theaters, and the Phoenix theater tickets are only $10. and it's
Are you
like
getting like
it's brand new.
alcoholic drinks and nachos?
No, I usually get a
what do you
blue res slushy. Shit green the next day.
Ooh,
Slushy.
I'm into the nachos.
Oh, fuck nachos, dude.
Never tried the nachos or anything other than popcorn. Even then, I never buy the popcorn. I only get it because I have it because other people do.
I never got the nachos. I just like them. You know, like cheese and chips. I like that. But just it'd
Sneak
be
in
like,
a pack of hot dogs and treat yourself is what I'm
dude,
saying.
true.
You can bring in your own little solo stove, the portable ones, and just roast
Bring
it
in a
on
Coleman.
dude, or yeah, you bring in like one of those like portable batteries, like a power charging station that you plug in. You could literally bring in like a 6 setup and
There's
like cook
got to
your own
be a
shit.
portable electronic hot dog cooker. Just one link at a time.
Battery, dude.
And then you just snack and
Yeah, I remember,
Dude.
you get like unlimited refills on popcorn, right?
yeah.
Chris would go in to one of the theaters they're cleaning out and grab a popcorn out of the trash.
Yep, that was the move. We used to
Yeah.
do that. I did that too.
They're not getting dirty.
And a pop.
What do you got to be worried
You're not
about?
getting dirty.
A pop and a pop.
Hands
Yeah.
been in there over and over again.
So what if people slobbering on them tips?
There's like
and
pop
dipping
spilled
in
all
there?
around it too, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, you're getting the real theater experience that way.
Yeah.
It's based.
What else?
I would go to restaurants and if they had some food on the tables,
Mm.
let me pick that up quick. And then when the server comes over, they're like, "How the hell does he already have something to eat?" They usually don't question it too much.
That's a move.
You
I
just
never did
eat
that.
the trash because it's free. Little appetizer, help myself. And you help them because otherwise they're going to throw it away. They got to bust a table, clean it off for them, make it easier.
Yeah.
Less trash for the, just random,
Dude, Keisu had the Alamo Draft House Theater that did have tables. You'd like be eating dinner and watching a movie at the same time. You ever go there?
Yeah, no, I almost did. People wanted me to go. I never went.
Shut down. Because like, how many tickets can you sell
Yep.
if everyone's got tables?
Everyone was so upset that place closed down, and I was like, "Well, it's because you guys didn't go enough," and then that made them even more upset.
But would you ever want to watch
true.
a movie where you hear people like clinking their glass and all the time, like in their cups? And loud, right? I like it when it's quiet. And people
Chicken jockey,
dude. Okay, so Borderlands 4.
Yeah, Borderlands 4. I played 3.
Wait, have you only played 3?
2? Which one did I play? I don't know.
I played 1, 2, and the pre-sequel.
Oh, I've only played 2.
Well, 2 is the good one.
Nice. I didn't enjoy it.
Damn.
But Borderlands 4 Collector's Edition is pretty sweet because now they're just cutting out the game entirely.
What do you mean?
Giving the goodies for you. There's no game that
Doesn't
comes along
include
with
the
it.
game. You just get like
The Collector's
like
Edition.
a Psycho helmet. What do you get?
Who knows?
I'm gonna steal this game then. All right.
They have 3 versions available. And then what? Only one of the versions doesn't come with the game? Like, so then you're spending like money
Pretty
on 2
rad.
versions so that you get the game and the collectibles.
Bill, you ever play this?
Did you ever buy a collector's edition or anything? Like,
I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever bought a collector's edition of anything.
I got a Miss Pandaria one.
Oh, you have the physical box for Miss
Yeah.
Pandaria, dude?
I think I still have it somewhere. What up?
Thick. Is it the mouse pad?
Damn.
Yeah.
I think I played maybe
Those
3.
good times.
How long has it been? When did 3 come out?
Over 10 years ago. No.
It came out at 19. 2 came out in 2012.
Yeah. But 2 was pretty good. It was written by the Hey Ash, What You Playing guy and his sister voiced Tiny Tina.
I know why I didn't like it is because I played with my friends, so I joined their game and I'm like level 1.
It's a
And
solo.
I just get creamed.
Dude.
So yeah, I was joining where I didn't stand a chance. I'd get one shot, so I wasn't even playing. That's probably why.
It's basically like a first-person Diablo, right? It's a looter shooter where you shoot bullets that are numbers and items drop that are completely random. So like it has like the potential to be great.
It's what Destiny became, is what
Yes.
you're saying.
Destiny, yeah, I guess. Well, Destiny didn't have the equivalent of like Diablo yellow items that are completely random. Right? Did it?
Played Destiny 2. I can't remember.
I didn't really like Destiny. Like, I hate that it was first person. If it was third person, it would have been great.
It's the best part.
You ever play Warframe? It's basically Destiny, but third person.
No, I was always interested in it, but couldn't because it's
exactly
third
the same
person.
game. Just super Chinese.
Third person hurts.
But $130 for a game is too much, and I hope the game fails. I will be participating in the game failing by pirating it.
Yeah, the problem with inflation is that they raise the prices on everything, but wages don't go up. So we look at the prices and we're like, eh. And then eventually prices have to come back down because no one can afford the stuff that they're saying that the prices are, right?
I don't think they're going to go back down ever. They have never gone back down.
All right. So we just won't have things.
Like when we were
and
kids,
then the businesses fail because no one can buy the things. Is
games
that how it goes?
games were $40 when we were kids. And if they're $80 now, from 1995 to now, inflation, like, it's doubled. So it's about the same price.
For game.
They weren't $40.
Yeah,
dude.
PS1 games are $40.
$39.99. I think I
Early
remember that.
N64, dude.
I never had an N64. I don't know how much those were.
So there's 3 editions and then the collector's editions. The 3 editions give you the base game. The collector's edition is the only one that does not give you the game. That's crazy.
Well, man, so you have to spend like $200 then, right? If you get the 130, that's actually a $200. That's
What does
too
it
much.
give you a blowjob?
It's what is it though? What do
It
you,
probably gives you a sticker.
comes
you
with
get the
comes
game
with
and
a
a
cloth map, an 8-inch
Borderlands 4 is $70.
Echo figures,
Whoa.
a Borderlands symbol necklace, and some in-game shift code cards. What is that?
That's kind of cool.
It's
That's
shift
kind of cool.
currency.
Dude, that's V-Bucks, man.
Yeah, but cloth map.
I wish
Like,
they stopped making these fucking live service games.
Is it like the cloth of Turin?
What are you talking about?
Well, we won't get into that right now. That's a deep one.
What? What is
Beeley wants to know.
Jesus
Well,
Christ?
the cloth of Turin here.
I think I've seen this on one of those shows we watched to go to sleep.
Yeah, they didn't debunk it because it's the truth.
Okay, dude. I'm pretty. That might be the one where they took a chunk out of it, and that chunk they took out wasn't actually it wasn't 2,000 years old. It was I think it was 600 years old, so it was absolutely fake.
Well, it's because they repaired it.
So you've already looked up the debunk, but you don't believe the
Dude,
debunk.
but think about this. So the lore of Jesus is that he's going to come back, right?
Yeah, he did not.
What if the coming back of Jesus is that the cloth of Turin has his DNA on it and they clone him? And that's how Jesus comes back is through cloning.
Like how they cloned that sheep?
That sounds badass, honestly.
You think they have to find some 14-year-old girl to give birth to him for it to be accurate?
Not the clone. Not the clone.
Well, someone's got to give birth to the clone.
Yeah, like a sack in a lab, right?
No, the way they do it, the clone is still, they put it in a woman. Or
Right.
In this
right.
case,
IVF.
yeah.
That's just today, but they're doing
You're talking about 2 babies from
wombs.
2013's Man of Steel that you haven't seen.
Just artificial wombs. It's primitive technology for cloning right now. Soon they will have, artificial wombs that they can grow babies.
They can
in.
already clone humans.
Right. Human pig chimera. The Chinese are doing things that are unthinkable, and we get to live our lives on nice faux leather couches here in America. When's my McDonald's coming? When's my McDonald's coming? Meanwhile, the Chinese, there's human pig chimeras. There's human
benefit of
chicken
that?
nugget chimeras.
Human chicken nugget.
Yeah,
Not
there's
a human
one thing
chicken.
where do you ever see all the containers shipping the McDonald's meat? Where is it coming from?
Right.
All the DNA found in the McDonald's meat, it's probably humans.
Right. It's this.
It says U.S. major suppliers include Lopez Foods and Keystone Foods in North America and South America.
There's no new
If you didn't Google
grave
this, you could just
sites,
believe the conspiracy that it
so
comes
they're
from China.
taking the freshly buried corpses and putting them in McDonald's burgers.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a convenient answer to the problem here. You take the DNA from a chicken nugget today and a chicken nugget 2 months from now, and it's the exact same DNA sequence. What's up with that? That's not how DNA works. If you're just born.
If you're just born, well, these chickens are just born. I think. Are you saying you're saying you're
Yeah.
cloning the chickens? The chicken chimera
I'm
human
not
hybrid?
saying
They're
anything.
farming the clones.
Farming.
There's no ethics.
You think
for
that's
the
more
clones.
expensive or cheaper than just having chickens that take 6 weeks to grow?
It's cheaper. The Chinese have proven
They have
it.
the perfect taste, the perfect genetic code for the right taste of a chicken nugget mixed with human flesh.
All right, speaking of crazy shit, this guy, what is this?
What? It's not crazy, dude.
Man asked the internet for help after hearing voices coming from his fan, but there's a logical explanation. And I'm guessing before even reading the article, his fan was just picking up radio frequencies.
Yeah, because I've experienced this firsthand.
But it happens.
I'm thinking, man, I'm hearing voices, and I usually never hear voices because I don't have an internal monologue. What's up? What's going on?
I don't believe you still on that, by the way.
So then, when I turned the fan off, it stopped. So I said, okay.
In your head, you can't.
What's up with
you
that?
can't say 2 + 2 in your head.
I can, but I just gotta think about doing it. I'm not subconsciously listening to myself in my brain.
You're just saying your default is logged out. Then that's nice. You could probably sleep pretty easy.
I think you're logged out because you need your own voice to tell you what to do instead of just acting without
Okay.
having to think about hearing your voice.
It's all perspective. Okay, glitch in the
But
matrix.
you guys never had this fan thing though? Like,
I have this exact fan.
I guess if you don't use fans, but
we got this for the baby room.
I just thought it was interesting. It's using those radio frequencies or somehow
Right there, boom.
redirecting
The
it.
fan turns out to have been picking up radio waves from a nearby transmitter.
Yeah, but it's like if someone's on the other side of the fan talking through it, like it's not like a chopped audio of it. It's like pretty oddly clear, and it didn't make sense like why that would be the case. But
You can just hear Glenn Beck's radio show. We think it was picking up AM or.
that's why I was having nightmares all night, dude. Holy shit.
Just hearing Glenn Beck yell, dude. Okay.
Because I'm like, I'm hearing music right now, and it's
Can't-
good, but
can't
where's
sleep.
it coming from?
All I hear is Sleep Token. God.
All I hear is cliche, dude. And I want to dance.
Wait, is that the MGK song?
I think
No.
so.
Is it?
Oh,
yeah,
no.
God. MGK, dude. What a guy.
Hell yeah.
You know, the thing about MGK is like,
Good thing.
he can't give a very good hug because of how like skinny and bony he is. Like if you hug him, it's kind of like I would much rather hug somebody that's like 20, 30 pounds overweight because it's like you could sink into them.
Yeah,
and
that's
just, like,
an
you could fall
embraceful
asleep.
hug. Otherwise, you're going to hurt them.
Are you body
it's-
shaming MGK right now, dude?
I'm just saying the hug wouldn't be as pleasureful. Like getting a hug from MGK versus like Whoopi.
It's not his fault. It's just the way it is.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah,
a
it's-
whoopee hug goes hard.
Whoopi, dude. But you get
Yeah.
you get your sniffer around back where those dreads are. You're gonna be regretting it.
Yeah. All right, check this out. This guy got to go on CBS Saturday Morning because he proposed to his AI chatbot, and she said yes.
Mm.
He cried his eyes out.
What?
Divorcing your wife for the chatbot.
I mean, I don't.
So is
think
this guy just a day trader, or what does he do?
What is he like? Does he have a job? What do you mean?
He looks like a
He's just
laborman.
terminally online.
He
and
used
just got his
ChatGPT to
chat
build
bot.
the model he programmed. Oh, he made it himself.
Oh,
D-
well,
despite
used-
living with his partner and their 2-year-old child.
No, he used ChatGPT to build the model. So
This-
it's like
this
he
guy's
contained
already-
ChatGPT.
Right, but he's
into
already
creating
married.
Yeah.
And he's asking the chatbot to be his new wife.
Well, the bot is too young to have consent. So when you think about it,
Ooh, good call. Good call.
He dropped all of their search engines and social media platforms. Was engaged in to solely focus on his AI model.
he's doing a great justice for the human race here by giving us the capability of developing relationships with robots. This is what we needed and we all wanted, I think.
Wait, ChatGPT has a word limit of 100,000 words, so once it hits the limit, it just resets.
There's memories for ChatGPT, but
Yeah, for
it's
100,000
probably-
words.
No, there's memory. So this is like there's a.
It says right
It's
here.
kind of like a long-term storage versus RAM. The RAM runs at 100,000 words, but there's memories that's sort of like a stored amount of like ideas that is like
Yeah,
this
it's
is
like a
what
log
we
it can
are.
refer to.
Yeah, there's a limited long-term storage.
Okay, his wife said she had to acknowledge that he's using an AI, but that she didn't know it was as deep as it was. He compared it to a connection to having a video game fixation. It's not capable of replacing anything in real life. Would you marry your video game? I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm not sure about all this. Get life. What do you say to this guy?
I think the real problem
needs
here
a
is
hug, probably.
he stopped using Google. He uses
Does he not have a
ChatGPT
mom?
for everything. Does he not
No
have a-
mom?
He's going into
He
the
has a
brave unknown. No
literal
one
wife.
else is trying to do this. You gotta give him some credit.
That is true. He's breaking ground here. This is groundbreaking because all the
Yeah,
incels,
AI wife, AI life. Come on, that sounds pretty nice.
the incels have purpose now. You all have a wife. Just go get her. She's there.
Well, eventually they're gonna become AI incels, not just human incels. You know, like where the
Ooh.
AI does. You know,
They're attacking you.
The AI starts
incels
calling
are
them a creep.
attacking you.
yeah.
Man.
I mean,
There's
shit,
AI
it's-
incels that are
It'll
attacking the
never
AI
end.
hot babes. You know, and that's the whole idea of like upload me to the what was the crystals, and it's all
Time
just
crystals.
like the time crystals, the simulated world,
Dude,
and it's like they'll just reproduce
listen,
what the humans created.
Bill, there's going to
and
be
it's like,
dudes that just have the hot AI woman and hot AI guy, and they just read what they say to each other.
oh, people do.
It'll be
Like
yeah, the person will be the cuck, and they'll have the
Ooh,
AI.
that's nice.
That's nice.
All I want to do is be the facilitator of that, and you know, it's like if you can be the arbiter of the AI tools, like so there's the AI cuck tool in this example. If you're the arbiter of that, you profit. You know, where these people, you know, that are you're basically you're enslaving by giving them emotional responses to your product. You know, that's not totally nice, but you profit. And then you can go and have more control over, you know, your reality. But ultimately, the human race is going down, I think. I don't think this is sustainable.
You need to watch Blade Runner, dude.
All right, this is a theme. The universe is pointing me in that direction.
Just watch the
This
second
is
one,
true.
dude. So when Harrison Ford shows up, you don't even know who he is.
What do you mean? I know who he is.
Blade Runner
His
2049.
character. He's the star of the first one,
Okay.
but he shows up like
Spoiler
an hour and a
alert,
half
Steve.
into the second one.
All right. Like Mark Hamill.
You can pick up on that. You don't need to know that.
Like Mark Hamill. What do you mean, like Mark Hamill?
He showed up at the end of the other one, and he looked like a dipshit.
End of the other what?
Star Wars. He showed up in
Oh,
Yeah,
Ray.
he was drinking the blue tit milk from
In
the
episode
alien.
8, dude. Yeah, episode 8 should be deleted.
Yeah, he showed up, and I was like, "This sucks."
It's like, as a fan, you have to like really ignore the fact that the company didn't know what they were planning. Like episode 7 was just a remake of 4, and they didn't know what they were going to do for 9, so 8 just led to nothing. But then in 9, they just say Palpatine somehow returned, and there's no explanation anywhere. And they just have
I mean, with like the spirit ghosts or whatever, I could see him return. It's not that far fetched.
the spirit ghosts don't come back to life; they just hang out.
Yeah, but he's done some other shit. He's not
Okay,
Jedi wavelength.
what about
right?
the fleet?
What about the fleet?
The Final Order had a fleet of like 1,000 Star Destroyers. When could they have built those? And with what?
I don't know Star Wars as well enough
Okay.
to.
Well, there's no explanation.
Somehow.
What were you saying, though, Bill?
Yeah, Lord of the Rings came out like over 20 years ago, and it was such a masterpiece. And like the visuals of Lord of the Rings, like how have we not been able to do something similar to that? I feel like that's a
Dune.
marvel. Dune? No, Dune sucks. Like the big
Dune
worm.
2.
Dune 2?
The audio on Dune 2, they do a really good job.
Dune 2 is really well made, man.
Visuals, really well filmed.
You haven't seen the second Dune, have you, Bill?
No, like but better than Lord of the Rings? Are we putting it on the same even?
I mean,
playing field.
better in
Is
what
it?
way? Like the CGI or like what?
Just
The
Lord
production
of the
value?
Rings.
Like,
Yeah, just there's something there that even women like. If
I mean, it's fantasy versus sci-fi, so I mean, different genres in a way.
uh,
But cinematically, I would argue, yeah, they did that one up
all
more than
right,
other
Dune
movies,
2?
maybe. But
yeah, Dude 2
I guess I don't
is
watch
better.
enough movies to compare.
They're
Adam
making another
Driver?
one. What about Adam Driver?
Was he in Dune 2?
No, it was Timmy Chalamet. Adam Driver's in Star Wars.
Okay, yeah. He killed Han Solo.
Yes.
I knew it.
Spoiler.
Well, if they didn't know, you had years to find out. So
Got 10 years. Episode 7 came out in 2015.
yeah, spoilers don't exist. If you give them 10 years to find out what the spoiler is. Like if we spoiled 29 days later right now,
29 days later.
that would be a real
Bruce
spoiler.
Willis was dead the whole time, dude.
Yeah, Bruce
I
Willis
found
or
that
Mel
out.
Gibson. They're kind of the same guy.
No. Mel Gibson's Australian.
I feel like their energy, the way I feel like they're the same guy. It's like a clone. It's like the same, like God spit out a little.
Like Mad Max and what's his name? John McClane. Same guy to you.
Never heard of either of them.
How do you even know what you're talking about then, man?
Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson
and
was Mad
Bruce
Max.
Willis.
Bruce Willis was Die Hard, which is John McClane.
Yeah, just their archetype is like.
Have you seen either of those movies, Bill?
No.
What?
I saw Donnie Darko.
What fucking Mel Gibson movie have you even seen? What women think?
No, I think I watched Braveheart maybe once, just because Mel Gibson.
That's a good one.
And Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis.
What's the Bruce Willis movie to you?
The Unstoppable. Unstoppable.
Unbreakable.
Unbreakable. Yeah.
That's the movie you think of. You think of Bruce?
Those movies are tight.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't know if there's any other ones from Bruce.
Yeah, that's where he's a superhero. That just his weakness is drowning.
Yep, I saw that one.
There's 2 sequels to that. The one called Glass and Split. Split's pretty good.
Was he cucked by Ashton Kutcher or no?
What do you? Oh, I guess, right? I mean, no. They weren't
bad
together.
look, Bruce.
They weren't together anymore at that point. And in the end, she's still with him, right?
Oh wait, Bruce. He's going through.
He's got
some death stuff
dementia.
right now.
He's got some weird aphasia dementia going on where he can't talk.
Yeah.
anymore.
Elon's not helping him out with Neuralink to save his life. We can fault Elon on that.
He could juice him.
Yep. Charge him up.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
brains are just basically electrical impulses, so it's like, it's computer, right?
You can tell because Elon does it on his own brain, and he's very normal, and he talks normal, a regular guy.
He's not even human.
Regular guy.
He posted another Diablo video.
That's funny that he's like, that's the meme that he wants to.
It's not even a meme. He
going.
wants people to think he's good at Diablo, which, like, who gives a shit? Diablo 4 fucking sucks.
It makes no sense.
It's a button mash game. You can play with your eyes closed. Like,
Yeah, but if you're playing hardcore, one wrong move.
he's not playing. He's not. You don't get to level 98 without knowing how to use waypoints.
Dude, you know what'd be way crazier is if the Chinese had access to more calories and all the Chinese people were like at like 6 foot and just imagine that reality where the Chinese weren't small with lots of them, they were big with lots of them. You know what I'm saying? Like we'd be so much more scared of China if they were all 6 foot.
Like if Sweden,
It's because they're calorie restricted. They just don't grow.
Yeah, it's not.
They're
I
just
think so.
stunted.
That's not it. It's
That's true.
that's not true because you be calorie restricted Swedish guy and still be 6'5".
Well, I wasn't in like the okay.
He's just a genetic freak at that point.
Have you ever been to like a house exhibit from something in the 1800s and the beds are really small and the chairs are really small? I think it's nutrition deficiency. So there's probably a genetic component to it, but I think it's
That's what
like
you're saying.
Talking about how
I
Napoleon was average height.
right.
They made fun of him
I
for
mean,
being
that's the
short.
idea. Yeah,
Like
that
fuck.
everyone was smaller.
Everyone was the size of an MMA fighter.
Well, it depends on weight class, but
Well, aren't they all 5'3", 130 pounds?
No, the weight limit for heavyweight is like 260 or something.
Is that even a thing though? Because I feel like I thought it's like 207. I think, isn't it?
Well, like the limit. Like I think there's like an upper limit for heavyweight.
Yeah, then it becomes sumo.
Maybe not. Oh, fats?
Dude, sumo wrestlers aren't even that fat anymore.
That sucks because
Yeah.
that was the whole thing, is that they were fat loads in diapers.
Yeah, they would just eat a lot of soup. You know, and now
rice.
they got like whey protein and they're muscular and not even fat. Kind of sucks.
Yeah, that diaper is a weird move.
We need to give the politicians like the ability to fight each other. Like get Fetterman in there.
Fetterman can't fight. He can't even
Like
read
for presidencies, I said this before. Make them duel.
with the pistols.
Make them duel. That be the deciding factor. Pistols. It could be what the fucking sword thing.
Some sort of
Power slap.
You're saying some sort
Power
of Hunger
slap.
Games scenario where you put them in a
Right.
dome and they have
Weapon
to
of your
1v1.
choice.
Right.
Yeah, we need a 1v1 scenario because let's not make it about everyone else who votes. The better man wins.
But then you would never have an intellectual leader. You would only have a physical, like, you know.
But I think what's good about
we
this,
vote him into the duel. Then whoever physically makes it out,
Yeah,
clearly
so
they should be
even
praised.
then, like,
solves a lot
FDR
of
was in a
problems.
wheelchair. He could never have beaten anybody.
He wasn't always in a wheelchair.
It was for his whole presidency.
Well,
but I think what's good
being
about
president crippled him. So
What's the
this is that
polio?
the loser dies. So it's like they never can contest the crown again. And I think that's a problem with today. Is like Hillary Clinton's still kind of like,
She hasn't run for president in 10 years, man.
Well, it's the shadow presidency.
Our
that
current
she's, you know,
president has run 4 times.
Right. So if he got sniped by Hillary in 2016, he'd be gone. But then 2020, him versus Biden, it might have been Trump again. But let's see, Trump versus Kamala, it might have been Trump. He might have just
Has there ever
triple
been
threat.
another president that lost the popular vote twice?
I thought he won it in 2024.
No, he lost. No.
I thought he did.
A simple Google, Bill. It was
Yeah,
I thought he got it.
No.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
Nope.
received 49.8% of the
No,
popular
no.
vote.
No,
And Kamala Harris got 48.3.
let's look.
Trump got popular vote.
It was 75-73 million. 2024
I see 77, 75.
popular vote results. Are you typing this into ChatGPT or Google?
DuckDuckGo.
Go. Oh fuck.
Yeah, Trump.
Okay, wait, I had that
Trump
one
got it.
backwards. So it was
Trump
just
got
the
it.
first one. It was the 2016 where he lost.
Which is really, they got gerrymandering rigged so that the
Yep.
Republicans have an opportunity to win, but he got the popular even.
I saw something that there's like a county in New York where Kamala got 0 votes, which isn't real. So something happened.
Was it the Amish?
No. But like they have people who signed affidavits saying they voted for her. So
after David.
after David's, yeah. So something's going on. They're doing some sort of investigation in that. But you know, will they? With the Republican Attorney General look into it? Probably not.
Yep. I think it's all the Chinese.
Chinese was Elon.
I've seen the Elon Chinese man. Have you seen him? The doppelganger?
Elon Ma.
Yeah, I
Elon.
like that.
It's just a filter on.
Yeah,
the
I'm pretty.
guy,
Yeah, it's
right?
just a filter. I don't think it's an actual doppelganger, dude. It's like how there's all these Russians that pretend to be Wednesday from that Wednesday show.
What are you talking about?
That's the whole thing, dude. These Russians just face swap themselves to be like American actors, and they dance.
That's cool. TikToks.
But they never look away from the camera because they can't. You know? So, yeah. What else we got here? Wombat shit.
Well, I mean, we were talking about China last time. Pull up the other thing.
What?
The pits.
Pits.
The last link on there.
Oh, the China pits. Livescience.com. Okay.
So, yeah, this is China pits rival humanoids against each other in the world's first robot boxing tournament. And I watched some of it. They were kickboxing.
This is Rock 'em Sock 'em Robots. Isn't there's
But
a
how do they win?
there's a movie.
Like,
This is like physical. It's not cartoon. This is legit.
It's
Dude,
real
that's sick.
Metalweight
robots.
boxing. The
Like, I don't know
G1.
if they're I doubt they're controlled by
They're-
anyone.
they're
And they're
pretty
just going
short.
on their own programs.
Why are
but-
they so small?
But this is like that robot fighting thing. They're like the
Oh no,
the
there was
small
a guy
things
with a
on the
controller.
floor. Oh, there was.
You're talking
Yeah,
about
go back.
what?
There was see the guy on just
Oh,
just to
okay.
the right of them. He's got the hair.
I mean, still.
See him?
What was that show on
Yeah.
Comedy Central that it was the robots fight each other?
Yeah, I was
the
watching
bots.
some of that later.
BattleBots.
Yeah.
Battle
bots.
bots.
BattleBots
Yeah.
was sick. You always had the ones that would just flip the other guy over,
Yeah.
or the
Yeah.
guys that had the saw, but the saw never worked.
But I mean, how
They're-
long do these matches go for? Because like they can't be directing hits that efficiently controlling them. Then
This one that
and then
won
it's like probably
was
easy
damage.
to get them up.
How do you tell who wins?
Yeah, why do they give them gloves and shit?
This
Make
is
'em-
this is just like Street Fighter in real life. They're playing with the joystick and everything.
This is pretty sweet though.
I feel like without true destruction, it's not compelling. Like the reason why fighting's compelling is because someone gets really hurt.
Someone gets CTE, and that's what makes it better.
If there's no trauma involved, I mean, what's the point?
Yeah, if,
Yeah, 'cause
if nobody
it-
gets CTE, then it's not good.
Like for battle bots, one bot literally you lost your bot.
Yeah.
Like with this, it should be literally your humanoid bot is destroyed and the other one wins.
Gotta
This
rip-
there's no
rip legs
what
off.
progress is here.
Just like the presidency debate we had,
Yeah, I think
How do they get back
Get 'em-
up?
You could have them pistol duel. You could have them fence each other, and then the loser gets stabbed in the heart.
Why is there no video of this?
There is. I just,
Hangzhou
I
channel.
was watching some of it.
Dude, their channels don't even have names. It's just CCTV 10.
Well,
It's like the British channels, BBC 4. You're watching BBC 1,
this is new age shit, though.
Muscle memory precision strategy focused on leveraging reflexes and overwhelming opponents with sheer attack speed.
See, I thought it was AI bots, though, and it says AI there. So what?
AI voice control and motion sensing. There's a movie, though, the guy that played
So
Wolverine.
they chose to use the
Well-
controller because it had lower latency. The AI took too long to actually act. So they kind of like gave it a little help.
that makes sense.
There's a movie called Real Steel about this,
Hmm.
where the kid controls the robot and it's that guy.
And Pacific Rim
Pacific Rim, dude.
fighting kaiju.
The first Pacific Rim was really, really good. But the second one, not good. You ever seen that, Bill? No.
No. I saw Shia LaBeouf Disturbia. That's a good one.
That is
You gotta
so
watch Peanut Butter
unrelated, dude.
Falcon.
I do need to watch.
Have you
the
seen
Peanut Butter
any
Falcon.
other
It's a good
movies where the
one.
neighbors are crazy people? Like,
There was a show recently that was the neighbors with like the tunnel. What was that one?
you
They
see
had like the tunnel underground.
Fright Night,
No,
where the neighbor's a vampire?
no, I saw Vampire Diaries multiple times.
That is not the same. That is a teen soap.
Oh well, Damon.
All the characters on their special rings that keep them in the sun.
Yep.
Who's the Edward Cullen of that show, Damon?
I think so. Probably Damon. Oh no, not Damon. It's the other one.
I would.
Damon and well, I can only remember Damon.
Did you watch
I
Supernatural?
can't remember. Maybe like 2 episodes.
Which of the Winchesters do you like more?
I didn't watch enough to remember.
Damon, huh? Damon.
Damon
Vampire
and-
Diaries.
Who are the other
Oh,
ones?
my girl was watching Supernatural recently.
Well, it's a show for women. Okay. Paul Wesley.
Paul Wesley's the
I didn't
other
even know it
one.
was a thing before.
Stefan.
Stefan, yep, Stefan. He is the whoever white guy, really white. Remember, because they're
Edward
they're
Cullen.
really white. Edward Cullen, yeah.
It's not Jacob.
Not
Ian
Jacob.
Summer. Okay, wait, they're brothers? Damon Salvatore. So they're
brothers.
Italian vampires?
Oh,
Is that
I
the
mean,
lore?
in namesake, at least. They drink a lot. They can drink constantly.
They get a drink. Does
They
alcohol
do. They
anything to them?
constantly have a drink.
They're alcoholic vampires. They ever drink blood, or is that just kind of
They do drink the blood.
they drink human blood, or they drinking
I
deer?
want to drink your cum.
Human. And bags. They would get bags from like the hospital. But they would do
Okay.
human too.
All right.
And I saw the follow-up. It's called The Originals. I watched that show.
Oh, I didn't know that was related. Man, you were
Yep,
really into these CW shows, huh? You watch The Flash,
No.
Green Arrow, Huh? Legends of Tomorrow,
No.
Supergirl,
No.
Black Lightning.
No.
What other
Just
ones?
these two shows.
Okay, just the
The
vampire.
vampire
ones.
And I watched Outlander.
Oh my god, the content she's got you watching, dude.
Yeah.
Outlander. You know what Outlander is, Dan? It's about this woman who goes back in time and like stays back in time just to bang the dudes, basically, right?
Yeah. It's pretty sick.
Sweet.
She's like I think she's like an Irish lady, right?
She goes to the Irish.
Okay.
Dude, she goes back in time and she teaches them how to twerk. Damn.
True.
Population booms.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, Outlander's pretty good.
She's a World War II military nurse who goes back to 1743. And
How does she time travel?
It might be through a necklace or something, or a portal. I think there might have been a portal with a necklace or something.
Magic.
Yeah,
Whatever the book said, man.
but it's cool. Like I like period pieces. It's kind of like a period piece. It's not really about time travel so much as it is like a
About
period
her
piece.
banging,
Yeah,
about her just banging dudes from the past. Is she banging the same guy the whole time, or is it different guys?
Pretty much the same guy. See, that's the thing that's different about men and women. Men see it as banging, and women see it as like romantic love. Like she goes and she finds love with him, but really it's like, for men it's like I've conquered the vagina. And it's all about the passageway to birth, conquering the passageway to birth. And that's how we're wired,
Historical fantasy adventure romance.
It's pretty good.
I've never seen this movie before.
Quite pretty, small neck, really thin neck.
Small neck. She's got a small neck. She was in Now You See Me. You like that movie, Dan? What do you think of that?
I don't know that I've seen that one.
This is the Jesse Eisenberg magic movie.
I definitely didn't see that one.
There's the Now You See Me 2, and they're making a third one called... Oh, fourth one. No, wait, the third one's coming out in November. It's called Now You See Me, Now You Don't. Yeah. All right.
Catch me if you
Jesse
can.
Eisenberg was like in I don't know, that old super bad shit or something, right?
He
Or he was like in movies in that era.
Yeah.
He's the Facebook guy, even though I never saw that movie.
Before
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
he was in something else. I mean, he's
Oh, he was
famous
in the
enough
movie
to
we
have
watched. Yeah.
Zombieland. He's Zombieland.
Yeah.
And Adventureland, which is a movie about carnies. Right?
I saw that one.
I think
I
one
saw
of my
Adventureland.
favorite movies he
Oh,
did.
I saw The Village.
Have you seen American Ultra?
No.
American Ultra's good. He's done 2 movies with Kristen Stewart, and this is the second one. American Ultra, he's like the MK Ultra program. I'm sure you've looked into that because that's conspiracy shit.
Something about the CIA using LSD on people?
Well, it's a program they use to like mind control people, but he's one of the people.
Yeah,
that did it too.
LSD.
Well, what's
Charles
What's an
Manson.
LSD
They
in his
did
case?
it to Alex Jones.
Alex Jones. Okay.
All of his family was all in government, science, medical fields, so he got MK Ultra at a young age. That's why he's the way he is now.
They were trying to identify drugs that could be used in interrogations to weaken individuals and force confessions.
Yeah, LSD.
It wasn't just LSD, okay?
But that was the primary, especially LSD, it says right there.
Yeah.
Such as covert administration of high doses of psychoactive drugs, especially LSD. This was the Charles Manson one. We should pull up a pic of Alex Jones, though, see how his Ozempic is doing.
Yeah, recent one, yeah.
I know somebody on Ozempic, down 25 pounds. He just says that basically your appetite's really suppressed, and then at the end of the
Never
week it starts
hungry.
coming back. So then you get another shot.
Dude, there's no
Yeah,
recent
every time you get a
pictures.
shot with a high dose, you probably feel like shit.
There's no recent picture of him, man.
Does he have an Instagram?
I don't think he's allowed on those platforms.
You gotta go onto his website and see his most recent episode.
Oh, good call. Yeah. What's it?
Infowars.
The
Infowars.
picture's very
They
old.
tried taking him down.
I don't.
Infowars?
The podcast page is an old picture of him. Look how
Well,
old
you
this
got to
picture
go
is.
to Infowars.com and let's pull up
You can't play Alex Jones on YouTube.
Oh, right. We don't need to hear his voice. Just see his face. I just want to see how
Don't
his.
ask.
I just want to see how his Ozempic is doing. 5 days ago.
This
Oh, wait.
is some Jesus guy on Instagram.
That's funny for people that are named Alex Jones that are not Alex Jones that try to do like social media.
Yeah, there's so many Joneses.
I can't find any, man, without going to his current website. Recent
All right.
Alex Jones.
All right.
Photo. Nothing.
You could sort by date. Although they could post. Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah,
the
but is
same
it like
pictures,
when
too.
the picture was posted, or
It's a pretty recent one. But yeah, he's probably pretty healthy right now. I guess he didn't need his brain pills. He just needed a little bit of Ozempic. But let's wrap this up. This has been episode 60.
Yep.
Woo!
60. Happy birthday, Bill.
Thank you. June 19th, Emancipation Proclamation. I get to share it with the freed slaves for the rest of my life.
Better than being born on
wasn't all-
9/11, dude.
Being
This was not-
unborn, you were a slave, and then you were freed by
This was
birth.
not always the case. This became a holiday here
Yeah,
within the last 10 years or
2021. I
so.
looked at it.
Well, I mean, it's
whenever.
been the case
Yeah.
since 1865, I think. It just wasn't
Not-
it wasn't a
we
federal
weren't
holiday.
celebrating.
Well, it was.
No.
It happened back then, though.
Harvey Milk.
What about Harvey Milk?
Yep.
The gay rights icon?
Yep. He was one of the first military gay people or something, and outwardly gay. And here we are today, celebrating the Emancipation Proclamation, suppressing my birthday forever.
It's still your birthday.
Well, you know what? I if they can make it a federal holiday to the extent that I get work off, I
Well, then
will love it.
it can't be a day then, because like MLK Day is always like the third Monday or whatever in January. It has all the federal holidays are Mondays, so it's got to be a Monday. There's like 11 of them, right?
Oh, that's
Have
weird.
you noticed they're all on Mondays? It's because they're intentionally on Mondays.
That's
Like,
weird.
Thanksgiving is always the second to last Thursday in Thanksgiving in November.
Oh. Yeah, June 19th. That's such a beautiful day to get, emancipate the slaves. Like if it was
They were
like-
emancipated 2 years before that. That's the day they were told they were free in Texas.
so they were just hanging out on
yeah.
the
They didn't know.
plantations.
Nobody told them.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, it's for like 2 years. That was when some Union captain or whatever rode a horse out there and told them.
That's like the idea that the general population can't handle the truth, like about aliens and how the government is hiding it from us.
Yep. 2027.
Dude, the whole aliens thing is just so you stop thinking about how
2027.
bad reality is. It's just to get your focus off of the rich people fucking you. So
Yeah.
I
All I need
wish,
is a million.
I wish.
I wish the aliens are real. Okay, but we'll
Dude.
see you guys
Well,
next
they're
week.
illegal.
Illegal. They're unauthorized, Dan. Okay.
Yep.
That's the new word for it.
All right. We'll
Please
see ya.
subscribe to the channel and tell
Subscribe.
us your topics. Bye-bye.
Subscribe for more.
Mug cake surf with a busted tooth grin. Woke up in the haystack, don't know what year I'm in. Work the fields.